What's up, guys? Putty, oh my god, I'm gonna restart that, future me. What's up, guys? Putty here, and welcome back to the Wasteland. In the last episode, we took down some Legion in Cottonwood Cove, basically wiping out the NCR's resistance in the small settlement called Searchlight. Basically allowing the NCR to move on. They've been suffering pretty hard since the nuclear, since basically the Legion set off some nuclear weapons, not nuclear weapons, but some radioactive canisters inside the Searchlight camp, and so the NCR's been pretty much holding on to that area without much of a thought of how far the resources have been spread thin. It's a bit of a tragic story, but the NCR lost pretty heavily, and they haven't been able to let go really since they lost. But now, hopefully, they will be able to move on, and again, the Legion have been completely wiped out of that area, so they won't have a foothold across the Colorado, although we know that won't stop them, because the Legion, dangerous little buggers, and here they are already. We know that won't stop them, because they've been attacking caravans and small couriers, such as myself. Across the Colorado for quite a while. Foothold or not. Foothold or not. Guess they heard about my little actions and they're coming after me again. As the Legion tends to do. It's not usually quite effective. Boone and Eddie. Oh god, I give you a new weapon, Boone. Use it. For God's sakes. Boone. Oh, here they come. My knights in shining armor. Hey. Boone, are you using your new weapon, by the way? Yes, you are. Good. I hoped it'd be stronger than your current one. Yeah. Centurions, they don't stand a chance against me.
Retribution.
Retribution. Now you're dead. God, do you remember when we first encountered these guys and I hid in Ranger Station Charlie to get away from them? And now how easily I take them out. Good stuff. I mean, I'm still terrible, but Boone and Eddie can rip them apart. And luckily, I am starting to get proficient with melee weapons, although this is one of the best melee weapons, if not the best melee weapon. No, it's definitely not the best melee weapon, but it's one of the best melee weapons in the game. We still have a lot of loot from Searchlight that we need to repair, so I'm sure we can get under encumbered pretty quickly. Just repairing the shit we got from Searchlight, this hunting rifle, for example. Knock knock, lever action shotgun, the machetes run wild. Yep, we're under encumbered. Under encumbered indeed. Let's take some vodka. I've not done in a while. Lovely. Still loving the vodka. That wasn't me drinking the vodka, that was me just sighing as we move on through the wastes towards Boulder City, where I'm pretty confident with the level we're at right now that if we can get to Boulder City, do the quests there, I think there's more than one, I'm not too sure though, and do the quest at Camp Golf, that we can progress and do a DLC, which I think a lot of you probably have been waiting for, because I've been hyping it up the entire series that we'll start the DLCs early, and hopefully this is considered early. I know this isn't exactly a late part in the series, but it's a lot of people don't start the DLCs until they get to Act 2. For those of you who do not know, hello NCR Ranger, what are you doing around here? Huh. You look like the ranger that gives you the emergency radio, but I'm pretty sure I've already had that. Huh, maybe we should call in the NCR support while we go through this lake. Actually, we will. Why don't we? NCR. There we go. The NCR emergency radio, where is it? Oh, we still have these in our inventory? Damn it. That's going to be in our inventory for the entire thing. Wait, do we not have the emergency radio yet? I thought we did. Huh, that's weird. I guess the guy is going to come. Oh no, there it is. Call Ranger support. No, we'll call Trooper support. Dude, what's going on? So, is that our troopers? Yay! Troopers, what's up, bros?
Trooper, ready to fight.
Is it just you? We'll build a team. Oh, we can't. We have to wait 24 hours, I guess. Come on then, trooper. Into battle we go. There is a ranger over there, so I guess it's not too bad that we only have one trooper. See how long the trooper lasts, I guess. Oh, 113 experience. That's not gonna level us up, is it? I hope not. Oh, there's a giant ant over there. We should be able to pick him off with Lucky. You should be able to. Yes, and we got another challenge. Is that for guns? Good. It is. Hey Ranger, where are you? That might have. That looks like the Ranger. Okay, never mind. That looks like the Ranger that gives you the emergency radio, but I already have it. So maybe that's the guy that came to Forlorn Hope to give it to me, and he hasn't made his way back to wherever he leaves the game. I don't know where he leaves the game. I can't even hazard a guess. Let's go medicine, and oh, energy weapons is already 50. Lovely stuff. So what should we go in next? Science, why not? There you go. Hopefully with an intelligence check and a programmer's digest, we'll be able to hack level very hard terminals now, giving us basically access to whatever the hell we want. God, this is a sandy desert, isn't it? I'm really happy with the way the Let's Play's going, by the way. I'm having a lot of fun recording it for one, and I think we're making a lot of progress in the right speed. I think it is a little bit unique. I don't think Let's Plays usually go in this way. I mean, I've got Knock Knock and I've got Lucky. Some of these things usually people don't even get in their Let's Plays, and you know, I'm getting them really early on. Hopefully this is enjoyable. Maybe it's not, but you know, these weapons sometimes don't get shown off too much. So I'm hoping that this is a chance for me to show them off, not a chance to make the game easier. Because it's certainly not easier, but you know. Again, even if it was easier, I'm the guy who focuses a lot on the story. Hopefully you're enjoying it, because I'm definitely going as in-depth as I possibly can with the stuff we can go to so far. There are some much more interesting stories coming up, especially when we start this first DLC. You know, this first DLC is going to be a chance to show you exactly how good the story actually is in this game, and I'm going to enjoy bringing you that, but definitely I'm hoping that it's going alright so far, because I am putting a lot of effort into showing off as much of the story as possible, and I'm hoping it shows. Otherwise, then, you know, I got a bit of a problem. Oh god, we're already finding mini nukes on merchants. Oh god, are you selling anti-material rifles? Then why are you selling the ammo for it? Although we could use a plasma pistol or a plasma defender, I guess. Oh, that plasma defender looks a lot better. It's expensive though. Expensive, huh? Why not? Ripper, sawn off, super sledge, throwing spear. There you go. Should be enough to keep you at bay. Although, do I have any miscellaneous stuff I can sell? Turpentine. Hey, come on! Why have I... It seems that Ruby doesn't take all of your, the glands at once. Plasma defender, our first energy weapon, despite being an energy weapons character. Boom. This thing is cool. Nice. Good stuff. How much damage does this thing do? Please do a decent amount. Over 20, over 20. 33! That is nice. That is nice. Good stuff. Lonesome Drifter.
Nelson will serve as an example. We'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Guess you're NCR then.
Howdy there, partner.
What's your story, stranger?
My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting.
Nevertheless, I'm interested.
Well, I was born in a little town out Montana way. Me and Ma didn't have much, ever since my pa up and left.
Smart guy. Families just tie you down.
Maybe that's how you was raised, but where I come from, a man does right by his wife and child, or he ain't no kind of man at all.
It's a waste, man. Everyone for himself. But sounds like you miss him. Is that why you're out here wandering?
Maybe. Maybe I just never felt like I belonged back home.
Must have been hard growing up without a dad.
It sure wasn't easy. Ma worked her fingers to the bone to make sure we had enough to survive. And I worked the coal mines from when I was 15. After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my pa and get some answers from him. Been out here looking ever since, but he ain't an easy man to find.
You probably should make him pay.
Maybe I will. Or maybe I'll just ask him why he left. Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing sounds like a dumb idea.
Sounds like you should move on. Settle down, maybe.
Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a guitar might find a job, huh?
Can't say I do, sorry.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot.
That's a mighty fine guitar you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend. This here guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
Huh. Have you been playing long?
Just about my whole life. Ever since my daddy left Ma and me and went off to roam the wastes.
Well, thanks for your story.
So long, friend.
I'll keep an eye out for some work. Alright, progressing along. Up there is a trading post, I-88, I think it's just the 188. You can also find a companion there, where we will be replacing our long-awaited sniper friend, Boone, finally, with someone slightly different. Actually, someone completely different. It's like a completely different faction and a completely different gender, a completely different personality. Like, we're replacing a pessimist NCR sniper with a melee weapons character from a certain faction who's upbeat and cheery, despite having pretty much a more somber backstory. Although Boone's it's tragic, but it's not. It's simple, you know. Veronica's is a little more not existential. It's not existential,
What is
but
it?
it's more metaphysical problems than actual, like, emotional or physical ones. Anyway, you must have been at Bitter Springs, Boone. Come on, we've been through enough now. What happened there?
There was a miscommunication.
There must have been one hell of a miscommunication.
Yeah, well, that's how they wrote it up in the report. We did what we were there to do. A lot of people got killed. That's war. Maybe looking back, you do things differently. But that's not how it works. In the field, you hesitate, you or someone you care about will die. They teach that from day one.
That's true. Can't second guess what you do out there.
It doesn't lead anywhere that does any good. I know that much.
Do you think about Bitter Springs a lot?
Yeah. Always. Even when I sleep.
Maybe it would help to go back there.
I don't think so. It won't change anything. And that's a memory I don't want refreshed.
Okay, fair enough. But I think it's time for us to part ways. Oh, wait. I think it is time. You told me what happened to your wife.
I don't see what this helps. She's dead.
The more the better we understand each other, the more effective we'll be.
All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot.
Yeah, better for her to die than live a Legion slave.
Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever gonna play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me.
You make it sound like your wife's death was inedible. Inedible, oh god. Inevitable.
It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me. You better keep your distance too.
Guess it's time to part ways then. No, I'm kidding. What do you think? Why do you think you've got bad things coming?
Because fair is fair.
Bitter Springs?
Better that you don't.
It's because of Bitter Springs, right?
Life has a way of punishing you for the mistakes you make. Big enough mistake, punishment can take a while. Mine's not over.
Maybe you can make up for your mistakes.
A murderer who does good deeds is still a murderer. And he'll still get his judgment. I left the NCR when my tour was up. Had enough of war. And decided I was gonna start over. None of it made a difference in the end.
How do you know your punishment's not over?
Because I'm still alive.
Deep. Not deep, but depressing. Alright. Well, Boone, thank you for telling me. And I'm sure we'll meet again, and we'll have a bit more to say on this topic, but for now, it's time for us to part ways.
If that's what you think.
I do.
All right.
I
Guess
gotta
I'll
go
be
hear
around.
this. He heads back to Novak with the Rat Slayer. We'll be in touch with him again one day. But for now, after that tragic story, I'm sure your hearts have sunk a little bit. I'm glad I'm able to juxtapose that with a very cheery companion. Actually, my favourite companion in the game. One, because I think she's the best in terms of raw damage, and two, because her personality is interesting. Her story isn't as good as most of the others, honestly, but she's interesting and she's funny. So, there you go.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
The grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
A hole in the ground.
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
Well, I hear they took the Helios 1. They were searching for a weapon. All I've heard about them is that they're searching for some weapon technology. They sound like a bunch of dicks to me, but they scare the shit out of me. I found a corpse of a few of them, actually. They had power armor on. They seem like a bunch of badasses. They do scare the shit out of me, but they do seem like jerks. Okay, I know a bit about them.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
To be honest with you, I have no clue at this point.
Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Well, you can't go too much wrong with that thing I can see on your arm. Looks like it can pack a punch. Let's travel together.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Yeah, let's go. I'm glad you're not all like giant robots. I was worried when I saw that power armor. Yeah, I'm more comfortable now.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Veronica's perk. Honestly, I barely ever use it. She gives you Scribe Assistant, which, if I can show you, where is it? Down here. You can craft workbench items through her dialogue options.
What's up?
So, could you help me craft something?
Step into my office.
There you go. It's a workbench off. Oh, cool! I can make stim packs. I usually can't do that this early. Brock flower and Xander root, basically healing power items, and you stick healing powder. Basically, you stick healing powder into an empty syringe, and that's a stim pack. Okay. There's some questions. No, wait. Yeah, there's some questions I wanted to ask you.
He was dead when I got there.
Wait a minute. I want to actually go through some of these options for dialogue, because she actually has some different and some funny answers to this little going into a dialogue thing.
This better not be about the meaning of life. Well, when two people really love each other, you really don't know this stuff yet? Ooh, do I get a prize if I answer right?
I'm waiting for one of them.
I was told we wouldn't be tested on this. Darn it. Oh, A lifetime supply of fancy lad snack cakes, revenge against my enemies, and world peace. In that order. Darn it! I was young and I needed the money.
Okay, it's an obviously famous line, but more directly is a reference to Fallout 2, where your character actually says that in the... Fallout 4, did I say Fallout 4 or 2? I meant 2. Fallout 2, yes, there is a porn studio in Fallout 2, I must mention this, and your character, if you have the right perks, actually says that to one of the guys. It's in New Reno, which is similar to New Vegas actually in very similar ways, but has a lot worse leadership. Alright, tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Huh, maybe I can be the difference. Anyway, what do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Is that why you weren't actually doing any trading? Do you like it?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves. It's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
Fair enough. It's nice to hear a balanced perspective on it. So I don't know if she mentioned this earlier. I'm a bit tired, but what's the codex?
Ah, the codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder. Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Sounds like a good idea though. Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats, or just themselves?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Pretty sure that's a reference to the Midwestern Brotherhood, which I know nothing about. But who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
East. I see. There's not really anything left east, just like... I mean, if he's looking for tech, he might try the Big Empty, but... that's a whole nother can of worms. Anyway, maybe I'll ask you about yourself instead. Tell me about yourself.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
How can I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two.
I have some other questions. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to her about all this shit. Do you know anything about New Vegas?
Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers.
Ooh, that'd be a nice idea, actually. Yeah, it's unfortunate you can't do it. You can't do that in the game. Huh. I guess the NCR might be able to do that. But let's see what she thinks about the NCR.
I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Interesting. Some more questions. What about the Legion?
Silliest dressed band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire.
Wait.
No such privilege for the women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word.
Okay. She said silliest bunch of, blah 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 marauders east of California. The only thing west of California at this point is the NCR. Anyway, tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject.
Well, aren't you sarcastically egotistical today? What are your goals?
I want a dress.
A dress.
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
So you want a nice dress. That's it.
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies, before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Okay. I want to discuss other things. Or tell me something else about you.
Can I make it up?
Sure. Although it's not as interesting that way. Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How's that any different from any other elders would have reacted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
He seems reckless enough to head into the big empty. Yeah. Do you ever try to talk sense into it?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How is that different?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was the note?
It was strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Wait. He couldn't have. He's not that crazy. Surely he didn't actually go to the Big Empty and try and steal some technology. It's madman. God damn it. Okay, well this is a bit nosy. Ever been in love?
Ever been nosy?
Huh.
I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
What happened?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
Guess the Brotherhood is a bit iffy on gay marriage. I don't even know how to say it in a non-funny way. Anyway, you didn't go with her.
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
Want to discuss other things?
Ooh, got any juicy gossip?
Yeah, you know this Veronica chick? Yeah. She used to see a girl. Yeah. Oh wait, don't tell Veronica I said that. Tell me about yourself again. Are you well respected among? No, you're not, obviously. Okay, I don't actually think anybody cares. I don't think there's anything else to talk about, so I'll just ask one last question. Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time.
Okay. Is there any place you'd like me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
Let's keep moving.
Let's.
Oh, sorry guys, and it's going to continue too. This is a bit of a talkie, I'm sorry if you don't like that, but unfortunately we've just arrived, we got a new companion, I like to learn a lot about them, and I'm interested, so I'm sorry, but we're also going to be talking to these guys, I think. I don't know how much backstory they're going to give me.
Welcome to the 188 Slopping Shop. Like our slogan says, it's better than nothing.
What do now? Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle run this fine establishment. We came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
A month ago? Wasn't I in Prim a month ago? God. Okay. Why'd you leave Prim?
Michelle and I ran a little shop in Prim till a prison break north of town spoiled it for everyone. Goddamn convicts just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took to our heels to find us some customers. I'm not one to sit around waiting to get saved, and Michelle ain't neither.
Huh. Why is business here so good?
When 15 shut down, 95 became the route NCR citizens used to get to the Strip, or limp back home, after the Strip's drained them of caps. We get 'em coming and going. Coming, the suckers flush with caps they saved to gamble on the Strip. And going, the same folks, but now they're losers who will trade you the shirt off their backs so they don't starve before they make it back home. Add in the troopers marching back and forth from McCarran and the Dam, and well, let's just say we don't miss Prim.
Fair enough. So wait a minute. I can understand the the dam, the Hoover Dam thing, and kind of McCarran, but I don't think anyone from McCarran would come here before the strip, which is there, by the way. Lovely little skyline there. But wait a second, I understand the I-15 being shut down, but surely it's better than... Oh, well, then again. I mean, that's the I-15, right? And this is the 188, maybe? I don't even know what this is. But 75, something 75. Come on, that's a long way from the strip, which is around here. Down this road, all the way around here, down there. By the way, fighting off, like, Legion here, Raiders here, and then, I don't know, what's around here? More Legion here, all the way getting back up to the California, past the California border for one, and then into the west through the Mojave Outpost.
Hey.
Although I guess there are a bunch of NCR troopers here. I just feel like you'd see more of them in this game if they were doing that on a regular basis. There's an arms merchant here. I won't bother with you. You can tend to your business. Sober at 5 AM in the morning? No. Oh, damn it. Oh well. Samuel, I need some drink.
Feeling thirsty?
Yep.
You bet.
Do you have any vodka? I like my vodka. You do have vodka. I'll take whiskey and wine too. Lovely. God, look how much money I've gotten. Can I pay you in NCR though? I don't even know NCR. I've got a lot of Legion money though. I've gone on a Legion killing spree. Can I pay you in Legion? Ooh, you do take Legion money. How much Legion money would it take? It'd take roughly about... I think it takes about 30 coins to pay off that. And give me some, like, I think I'll have... Right, here's my guess. I think I've done the maths here. He's gonna pay me 6 caps. Oh. Damn it, my maths is terrible. Oh no, I know where I went wrong. 10, alright. He's gonna pay me 8 caps, right? I was wrong. I was right, but I entered it wrong. There you go. My math was a little off, okay? I don't regret anything. What else do you have for sale? Or what else can I sell you? Nothing. Pretty much all unique weapons in my inventory now. Or stuff that I'm using. Thank you for your patronage. Or mine, I guess. Michelle, do you have a story?
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
Actually, we heard your story already. Thanks for nothing. We heard your story from Samuel. Alright. Yes, guys, just when you thought there couldn't be any more story. There's a gunrunner. We'll talk to him in a second. What about you, kid?
Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today.
Where are your parents, kid? Are you here all alone?
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own.
Wait, you have something for sale?
Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts.
You sell thoughts.
I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know, because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking.
Huh. What's your medicine, anyway?
This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean.
I'm interested in buying your headache medicine.
Thinking hurts you, too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it.
You don't sell that junk that's behind you?
That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty.
I'll pay 100 caps.
Great! What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want?
You're thinking about me.
Okay. Let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack. And a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking. Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird.
How do you know these things?
Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then, I don't.
Here's another 100 caps.
Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time?
What about everywhere?
Let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam, at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel. More than two at the table. Placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses. Towns of corpses. Scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick.
One more time.
Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time?
What about here?
I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down. Washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl. Smiling sad. Brown robe. Name Veronica. Half here. Wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack. A key, some say. Forecast. Cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch. Thinking small only hurts a little. But it's a sharp pain.
Any more thoughts I can pay for?
Sorry, sir. All that thinking has made my head hurt. I don't think I'll be doing any thinking for a long time.
Okay, kid. Weird kids.
Hey,
Hey. Ezekiel. Ezekiel. What's up?
That is one bad. Stay alert. Stay alert.
Why can't I talk to this guy? Did you just call my eyeball battered? Really? Dude, come on.
Alexander doesn't pay me to
Okay,
talk.
so Ezekiel is not the guy I want to talk to. It's Alexander. Whatever. There is a gun runner around here, but he's not actually got that interesting of a story. He's just got shit to sell. I am actually going to end the episode off here. It's been a long one. I told you guys I'd make up for the last episode, which was extremely short. We made it, in this episode, we made it here to the 188 trading post. We did a lot of talking. In the next episode, we are actually not going to head any further in that direction or that direction. We're actually going to head in that direction. Where are we heading here? It's somewhere near there, I think. We're actually heading towards Boulder City, which, you know, we've talked about for a while. But it's actually around there somewhere. And in the next episode, we're going to be heading there. I'm actually done for the night, so I thank you for watching all of the videos. If you have, please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this one. Please watch all of the other earlier ones if you haven't already, because they're all similar to this one. And yeah, that's about it. We are getting very much into the game now, hopefully. And yeah, so in the next episode we'll head towards Boulder City and see what the see if we can find the guy who shot us in the damn head. Also, Camp Golf. So I'll see you guys then.